What's up, everybody? Today I'm coming at you guys a little different. As you can see, we're out at the campground in our brand new camper enjoying some well-deserved R&R. But I wanted to get a few videos shot today, so I brought everything out here to do it. I did forget my earbuds, so hopefully you guys can hear me well enough through the phone microphone. Got a bit of a different background too, so today I'm going to show you guys the brand new award-winning Requiem RBA by Thundercloud. Comes in this awesome tin can. Open it up. I have the limited edition one right here. This is the one I'm going to set up for the video. This thing is freaking awesome. This was a collaboration between Thundercloud and El Mono Vapador, and I also consulted on the design of this RBA and tested out the prototype for a couple months, so I'm pretty proud of this thing. It actually won the award at this past expo for the best atomizer of 2025. It is available in gold finish, matte black finish, matte gunmetal, stainless steel, and of course the limited edition, as you can see right there. Hopefully you can get a good look of it. I love these engravings around this. I helped pick those out, which was pretty cool. I love how they went with the gold tank and the gold trim on this one. This RBA is a bit different too. As you can notice, it has airflow holes across the front there on the side of it. Pretty cool. Those holes actually go in at an upward angle, and they hit kind of the bottom curve of your coil so you can get that surround airflow with it. You also have the option of closing these holes off. They are threaded. You use a flat tip screwdriver to take these little circle pieces out of here. Then you can thread. They come with 3 pins you can thread in there, or little screws basically. And you can close off the middle one or the 2 outside ones, or close them all off if you choose to. Same thing with the bottom airflow. It has your typical bottom airflow as most RBAs do, where you insert the different size pins. It comes with a 1 millimeter, a 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, a 4 millimeter, and a pin. The pin that is actually in it when you get it, that is actually installed in it, is a 0 pin, which closes off the bottom airflow if you choose to do that and just go with the side airflow, which is really cool too. I love all those airflow options. Let's see, you also have, as I said, the extra airflow pins. You got your spare parts bag, which has a straight tip screwdriver in there for you to change those pieces out, and your small screws, as you can see, to close those holes off if you choose to. You've got a pair of coils in here that comes with it as well, and a wire lead cutting tool. Alright, let's put all that stuff back out of the way. I'm just going to leave the 0 in it. A lot of times I like to close off the bottom airflow and just go with this side airflow. If I do open the bottom airflow up, I go with the 1 millimeter pin. Now the deck comes right off the bottom. The tank does come off, but you have to thread that piece out to get it to come apart. So your tank is kind of made onto it, which I really love this design, because if you still have juice in it and you're needing to change your coil or your cotton, all you gotta do is flip it upside down. All the juice goes in the tank, and then you can remove the bottom with no mess. As you see, the deck comes off the bottom there. It is actually 2 pieces. I'm not sure how well you guys are going to be able to see these close-ups without my setup that I usually have. But the deck itself actually comes off of there, as you can see. Now in the bottom tray, you've got 2 trays here, or wells, for your juice to come down and sit in. And then your deck itself, whoop, if I don't drop it, well, maybe. Just wants to jump out of my hands. Hopefully you can see it has cotton holes on each side. You have the straight posts, not the staggered posts. And you have a lot of room with it too, where you could even go with a 3.5 millimeter coil if you wanted to. I have a 3 millimeter in there right now. One of my dual core Boro stags. And we're going to wick it up. I'm going to work the hot spots out of it real quick. So I think that's pretty much everything. You've got front fill and side fill both on this tank as well. Yeah, I do love this tank. There's the inside of it, as you can see. Hopefully you can see real well. So let's get this thing set up. You can also, before I set that up, I also wanted to show you guys the Requiem toolkit. Comes in this nice little travel case. Also by Thundercloud. Got everything you need in there to change your coil, your cotton, whatever you need to do. We're going to use this today to get it all set up. So let's get at it. Here we go. Usually I have this part already, but I didn't. So we're going to work the hot spots out real quick. And then throw some Cool Wick cotton in there, my go-to brand always. All right, let's get all this stuff out of here. I like the Thundercloud's toolkits all come with this little wire brush too to clean your coils off after you dry burn them. I love this thing. Comes in so handy. And it comes with the old school placement pin too. It's got all the different sizes on there. I like that too. All right, let's get going. So got it on here. Let's get them hot spots worked out. I do got to say that this has become one of my favorite RBAs. I have used it. I've had it in my daily rotation since I got the prototype to test out. I love it. It just, the way it's designed, it creates so much more flavor than other RBAs do. It's easy to work with, easy to coil, easy to wick. And all those airflow options is just awesome. All right, we got that ready. Get that stuck there to my cotton can. Let's get some cotton out here. I love Cool Wick cotton. It's strong, it's long lasting. I love this stuff. The fibers are nice and straight in it, and it doesn't have all those little pieces in there that you always see that look like little knots and stuff in other cottons. Doesn't have all those fillers. All right, let's get this going here. It's strong enough that I can pull the excess off with my fingertips instead of having to be real careful and comb through it. Okay. Now, when it comes to how much cotton you run down through these holes, each person's a little different. So you can judge. I leave it hang down past just a little bit. But you can play around with it and see how long you want to have your cotton going through the holes down into these two bottom trays here. Cut it off there. Right there for right now. Okay, I do think I need to go a little bit shorter. Let's take it out. I'm going to run it through there and then cut it off where I want and then put it back on to prime it. So let's do this real quick. Turn tweezers out. It does have good sized cotton openings too. I like that. Then, like I said, it would probably support. I haven't tried a 3.5 millimeter coil in it yet, but I think it would support one just fine. I think there's enough room for the extra cotton too. And the deck is definitely big enough. All right. That out each side there and trim them off. Okay. So I like to leave it hanging just a little bit out of there. I'll try to show you guys anyways. Get all that excess off. Okay. maybe. I'm in a little trouble with my scissors right now. Can't get that last little piece to trim off. I don't know why. There we go. For some reason I couldn't get my hand to work right and couldn't get that piece in there. Just a little bit there. Okay, now. Hopefully you guys can see I left it just hanging down just a little bit past the holes there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I hope you can. Alright, let's get it primed up. Just need a couple drops on it, and we'll get it put all together and see how well it functions or performs. Functions. My brain just ain't with it today. Alright, here we go. I am going to go with, where did it go? I just had a bottle here. Nope. Hold on, I'm sorry, I moved it. There it is. I'm not sure why I moved it. My apologies. I set it down by accident when I was getting set up. We're going to go with the One Butter Bean. I love this flavor. Oh man, just it makes you speechless how good it is. It's a butterscotch vanilla bean, and you can really actually taste the vanilla bean in there. And to me, those are two flavors that just deserve to be smashed together. They're so freaking delicious. Alright, here we go. Get it all primed up. You don't want to over prime it too much, because then you have juice dripping down on your own meter and stuff. Let's give that a second just to cool off. I'll clean my mess up real quick. Then we'll set it in that tray and put it together. Now, obviously, you want to be a little careful when you do this part. I just kind of grab it by the top of the post there. Make sure your cotton is pushed away from the threads a little bit so it sits in those trays nice. Make sure you have your coil facing the front. You'll see an airflow slot in the front of the tray itself. Got a little close to the coil there that time. And it's got a good tight O-ring in there, so it fits down nice and tight, sticks in there good, so you shouldn't have any leaking issues either. It's another thing I like about this thing. No leaking. Sticks together nicely too. It's got nice good size O-rings around the actual pan, the bottom of it. Alright, let's get some juice squirted in there real quick. Try to hurry things along here. We're going to toss it in my Kill-Lite DNA by Ambition Mods. That's enough juice. I don't like to fill anything all the way up until after I've tried it to make sure it's not leaking or anything. Alright, there it is all set up. The Requiem RBA by Thundercloud and El Mono Vapodur. Now let's toss it in. Another thing too, I think this limited edition would look badass in any Boral mod. I mean, look at that. That just looks cool as fuck in my opinion. I love this RBA. Alright, we got her turned up to about 30 watts. Let's crank her up. Running at 0.33 ohms, so let's crank it up a little bit. We'll go up to 35 watts. Alright, here we go. Look at that cloud production. That is just from these side airflow holes. Remember, I've got that bottom closed off completely. And tremendous flavor. I love this RBA. This thing is so cool. You guys should check it out. This is one of the best products by Thundercloud in my opinion, and they're coming out with a lot of great products. Just one right after the other. So make sure you check them out over on their Instagram or Facebook page so you can keep up with all of them. If you have any questions about this RBA or any other products I talk about on here, the best way to reach me is shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook at Chappy Coils, because I check those messages daily and I will always get back to you. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.